Dr. Clark, I'm back. This is embarrassing to say, but this is the first yoga class we have in the new year. So I was off for a little bit, and then there were a lot of things going on in the country, and I'm just getting back to it. So, hi. I want to also just be completely honest and say we need balance, right? Sometimes I think it's good to be like really checked out of something so that when you're back, you're all in. And so that's what I'm bringing you today. Me, all in, bringing you a nice Vinyasa yoga. So all that means is we're going to be pairing our movement with our breath. And we're going to do that as I guide you through movements on your yoga mat, about an hour. And I'd like for us to start in standing today. And I have my phone ready to do a little reading for us to help set our intention. So let's get straight to it. I want you to stand in Tadasana at the top of your mat. So that's mountain pose, feet apart, underneath your hips. I want you to, as you inhale, bring those shoulders all the way up towards your ears so that as you exhale, you can roll those shoulders back and down, put them where they belong. And by doing that, you should notice your arms end up in just a natural position, maybe slightly externally rotated. I'm not forcing the palms to be up or down. I'm just looking for a natural seat of the shoulder once your head is aligned in the right position and you're nice and upright. So please join me in Tadasana. When you get there, close your eyes. You're going to feel the earth under your feet. As you inhale, try to keep those pelvic floor muscles engaged so the breath is filling your belly first, and then your lungs, and then lifts your heart. Do that for a count of 4 to 8, and then slowly also exhale. Try to match the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale. And as you continue to feel yourself grounded, be sure you can feel the earth from your big toe to your pinky toe, from the front to the back heel. And you want to feel an equal alignment through all parts of your foot and the right and the left. As you engage that pelvic floor, you slightly feel your abdomen pulling in, and your pelvis is anything is slightly tucking under. And continue to breathe while I read something to you to help us set our intention for today. This is part of a poem read at the inauguration earlier this week. So full credit to Amanda Gorman for writing this masterpiece. And I'm going to read you just part of it. So continue to inhale and exhale while you're standing. We will rise from the gold-winged hills of the west. We will rise from the wind-swept northeast. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light. If only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it. And so with those profound words be set in front of us from a young Miss Amanda Gorman, I bring to you the opportunity today to set an intention here to be the light. So on your next inhale, raise those shoulders forward and up towards your ears. And as you exhale, roll them back and down, shoulder blades onto your spine, lifting your heart, broadening across your chest. On this inhale, arms are bigger, sweep them up, forward in front of you. opening them, pulling them down, bending your elbows towards your hips next to you, broadening across your chest. Sweeping your arms again on your next inhale up towards the sky. Lift your gaze, open mouth, look at your thumbs. Exhale, opening wide, elbows coming down towards your hips, broaden across your shoulder blades. One more. Inhale, lift and reach. Gaze goes up to the sky. Exhale, hands coming down, leading with your elbows, broadening across your chest, engaging that pelvic floor, hands to your side. Good. This time, inhale, reach both hands up over your head. Grab your right wrist, leaning over to the side. So you're lengthening that right side body, not pulling too hard from the wrist, grounding through your foot on the ground, feeling that stretch from your heel all the way up through your hip, all the way through your side body, your armpit, your whole arm. Inhale, tilt your chin to the sky, bend a little farther. Exhale, arms sweep down back to Tadasana. Inhale, squeeze to the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep those arms up. This time, grab your left wrist, side bend, keeping the left heel grounded securely on the feeling of the mat underneath you, the earth beneath that, lengthening from your heel through your legs, your hips, your side body. Rotate your chin to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, arms sweep down. This time, inhale, reach, sweeping arms up. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, twist to the right. It feels good to bend that knee on the same side too, so that you can emphasize that twist through your spine. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, sweeping arms up, reach, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, twist to the left. Again, it feels good to bend that knee on the side you're twisting to. It protects that knee and allows the twist to be really isolated in that spine. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, lift and reach. This time, exhale, fold. So hinging at your hips, coming forward, lengthening through the back of your legs and your spine. Exhaling, dropping your fingertips, maybe your full hand down to the ground. Your head and shoulders are heavy. Heel toe your feet wider than your hips. Keep your toes and heels aligned. We're going to just hang here for a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, maybe hands to your shins or blocks. Lengthen from your crown to your tail. Exhale, fold, still hinging at your hip, but letting your head and shoulders be heavy. Grasp and cradle your elbows in your hands, so we're in a bit of a forward fold ragdoll. And imagine there's a breeze kicking up around you, and it's gently helping you sway from side to side. Being upside down can help change our perspective and allows the blood flow easily to our cranium and our head. It just feels relaxing. This puts your nervous system at ease. On your next inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the ground or hands to your shins. Exhale, fold, hands on the ground, heel toe those feet back to the center. Bending your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, tilt your chin to the sun. Exhale, hands, heart center. Good. Inhale, lift and reach, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame your feet, step back into our first plank of this practice. We're going to get comfortable here for a little bit, so engage that lower abdomen. Feel your core activating. Keep your shoulders over your elbows and your wrists. Fire up your legs so they're actively working to hold you up. At any point in time, you may drop your knees to the mat for a supported plank. In this plank pose, feel the fierce fire building inside of you and keep your shoulder blades broad so your light still shines bright. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending those elbows, maybe dropping your knees, coming all the way down to the ground. Extend your feet out long. Inhale, cobra. So tops of the feet on the mat, elbows tucked in, abdomen engaged as you lift your gaze and extend through your spine. Exhale, coming back down on the ground. Inhale, pressing up through plank, only to widen your knees to the side of the mat, sitting back into child's pose. Knees are wide. Let your belly fall relaxed in between your legs. Arms are actively extended out in front of you, and you can be pushing into the ground so that your hips are shifting back, heavy toward your heels. Come back to our intention that we set at the beginning of our practice, to be the light, to see the light. On your next inhale, lift your right arm towards the sky, and as you exhale, thread it through for a little twist here. You can walk your hand forward so your weight shifts more onto your shoulder. Your arms are in the shape of an L. Your hips can be high. Feeling a nice stretch on the outside of that shoulder. If you like, you can kick both feet off to the side of the mat and extend your leg long. This puts extra pressure and stretch on that shoulder, so just be careful. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that knee down, tuck your feet in, sit back in your child's pose, unwind, roll that forehead back and forth on your mat, just to feel the earth underneath you and become even more grounded. On your next inhale, left arm raises up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through so your arms are making the shape of an L. Option to walk that out forward so your hips lift. Also option, kick those feet off to the right side, extending your top leg, keeping that abdomen engaged. This is a nice stretch for your entire right side body and that left shoulder on the ground. That twist back to child's pose. Inhale, roll yourself up into tabletop. So reset yourself so that your shoulders and your elbows align over your wrists. Think about broadening your chest here, which allows you to externally rotate your shoulders and get those shoulder blades on your back. Think about internally rotating your hips so you're squeezing a block between those knees. Inhale, lift your gaze, drop your belly for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine from your crown to your tail, maybe even come up on your fingertips, feeling that angry cat pose. Maybe doing a little stretch side to side if that feels good. So we're going to inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, coming through. 3 or 4 more cycles of this breath at your own pace. Maybe adding a little wag of your tail as you look towards your opposite hip. Maybe feeling some creaking and some cracking. But just staying focused so that the movement that you're enacting is paired with your breath. And our focus is only on that. Walk your hands slightly forward so we're in a supported plank. I want you to drop your hips, broaden across your shoulders into a cobra. Exhale, coming all
all the way back, parallel child's pose. 2 more like that. So inhale, rounding your spine through, coming all the way forward, dropping your hips into this really upright pose. 1 more time, inhale, coming through, coming forward, drop those hips, maybe press into the top of your feet this time for our upward facing. And now rolling through your toes and your spine, coming to our downward facing dog. First one of this practice, first one of the year maybe. I don't know what you've been doing, but we're gonna walk this dog, bend your legs one at a time. Maybe coming up on your toes, extending and pressing through those arms in the ground, ears between your elbows. Exhale, drop your heels, maintain that length. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your gaze, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat in a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, lift your heart, lift your gaze, lift your arms, tilt your chin up. Exhale, hands, heart center. We'll do a few sun salutations here. Exhale, fold, step back into plank. Coming down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a couple breaths here. Maybe continuing to walk your dog. Maybe focusing on your alignment by lifting your heels, pressing through that mat. Ears between your elbows, drop your heels. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat in a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, reach up, your gaze, your heart, your arms, your fingertips touch at the top. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, twist to the right, bend that right knee. Exhale, come back center. Inhale, twist to the left, bend your left knee. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, drop your hands, drop your hips. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet, step or hop back, moving through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Arms come up, warrior one on the right. So just get this pose right. Build it from your foundation. Your back left foot is turned out. Seal that outer border to the mat. Your back leg is long. Your hips are opening. So your front bent knee is angling towards your pinky toe side. Also feeling square on the ground. You're bringing your shoulders towards that front leg. Arms are lifted up, but shoulders are down away from your ear. Engage that abdomen. Make a memory of what this feels like, of how you attained this. We'll come back to it. Inhale, lengthen, maybe back bend. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, taking a vinyasa, moving through a flow, pairing every movement with your breath. From downward facing dog, on your inhale, your left leg steps forward. Build your warrior from the ground up, taking time. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Engage your abdomen. Fill your body with breath. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step back, taking your vinyasa, pairing every movement with your breath. This time from down dog, inhale, lift your heels, your gaze, bend your knees. Step, hop, float to the front of the mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Sit your hips Raise your heart, extend your arms, maybe lift your heels with Katasana. Inhale, straighten your legs, lift your gaze. Exhale, heels drop, hands, heart center. Close your eyes here. Take a moment in Tadasana at the front of your mat. We're going to move through the Sun Salutation B series 3 times. I'll guide you through. We're going to build the fire. You're going to feel the heat. And then we have opportunity to shine our light. So from Tadasana at the top of your mat, blink your eyes open if they're not already. Inhale, drop your arms, sit your hips, extend from your heart, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet, step or hop back, taking your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, brings your right foot forward and your chest and heart up. Extend, lengthen. Exhale, frame your foot, step back, taking a vinyasa. This time from downward dog, inhaling, left leg comes forward. Lift, rise, feel your light. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, take that vinyasa. From downward dog, inhale, lift your heels and your gaze, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, sit your hips, rise with your chair. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, straighten your knees, look up, and again. Inhale, sit your hips. Raise your arms, lift your heart, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step or hop back. Taking your vinyasa, we will all meet in Warrior One, right side, top of the mat. Feel your strength, feel the fire. Exhale, frame your foot, step back, vinyasa. From down dog, your inhale brings your left leg forward, rising up. Feel the strength of your legs. Feel your lungs filled with air. Extend at the top. Exhale brings you down. Taking your vinyasa. From downward dog, inhale, lift your heels, your gaze, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, sit your hips, lift your arms and your heels. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, hands, heart center, drop your heels. One more time, inhale, drop your arms, drop your seat, lift your heart, extend from your shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, frame your feet, step or hop back, taking your vinyasa. From downward dog, right leg comes forward, lift, rise, feel your light shine. Exhale, frame your foot, coming down, taking your vinyasa. From down dog, inhale, left leg up, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Lift your heart. Exhale, frame your foot. Step back. Vinyasa. This time, let's stay in down dog for about 3 breaths. Lift your heels. Gaze at your thumbs. Put your ears between your elbows. Exhale, drop your heels. Shake your head. Inhale, filling your body with breath. Exhale, letting what no longer serves you leave your body. Walk your legs if that feels better. One more inhale here. Exhale. Bring your feet together at the back of the mat. On your next inhale, bring your right leg hip high. Bend your knee, flex your foot, roll your hip open so your right hip stacks over your left hip. Keeping your shoulders as square as possible with your mat, pressing through your hands and your left foot. Lift your right knee high. Inhale, lengthen your right leg out behind you. Exhale, step it through into runner's lunge. We're only here momentarily, but if blocks help you, feel free to have one on either side of your foot. Peel your left heel back down behind you. Walk your right hand to the inside of your right foot, grounding through your right hand and your right foot, sealing your right elbow and shoulder to the inside of your knee. Extend your left arm long. Side angle pose, part of Vinyasa. If you'd like to extend your front foot, lifting your back forward and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, sit. Here's that chair, you owe me. Lift your heels. Inhale, straighten your legs, lift your gaze. Exhale, heels down, hands, heart center. Inhale, twist right. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, frame your front feet, step back with your. As you exhale, frame your front feet, step back with your right foot, so our left forward, momentarily in a runner's lunge. Peel your right, you put your left elbow and shoulder to the inside of your knee as you extend open or a block. You extend your front foot, lifting your right heel, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick your left leg back, three-legged dog, bend your left knee, flex your right thigh, lifting your left knee towards the sky, shaking out your head. Inhale, lengthen that left leg down to the knee, downward facing dog. On your this time, step it open into warrior two. So for warrior two, I'll turn and face you. We have knee bent. Your knee going towards the pinky toe side of the foot. So your hips are open to the side of the mat. Your shoulder side of the mat. Your arms just float up. Your hips are open to the side of the mat. Your shoulders side of the mat. Your arms just float up, shoulder, middle finger. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, float right arm. We're going to go into triangle. Heart up towards the sky. Then we need that hand step. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze down at your front foot. Bend deeply into that right knee. Come back up. Inhale back your leg. Step back. Taking the Vinyasa. Take a breath two here. Maybe walking out your knees. One at a time. Good. From your, use all those pieces of information. Go through a little checklist in your mind. Is the outer border of your right foot sealed? Is the outer border of your right foot sealed to the floor? Check. Is your back left leg active? Check. Is your right
Gently bring your gaze over that left middle finger. Inhale, flipping your front palm. Exhale, floating back, peaceful warrior. Inhale, straighten your left leg, lengthen your left arm. Exhale, deeper into a pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze it deeply. Come back, warrior two. Bring that front foot, stepping back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet. We're in a nice malasana. At the back, you may put a block underneath your body, support you, lifting your heart. The malasana squat. Inhale, bring your mat, bend your knees, reaching all the way up, sweep arms. Exhale, hands, heart, center. We're going to do a little bit of a balance. And feel free if you that you can lift and feel light. That's totally okay. To attain a rounded position so that you can lift and feel light. That's totally okay. Let's start by grounding our left back to the very beginning where you feel the weight on your toe. Have that externally rotate knee. Externally rotate your right arm so that you're grabbing actually the inside border of your foot. My thumb on my right foot lined up with the big toe. Go ahead and inhale your body. Pressing your foot into your hand so that it is on an object that is off. And as you thoughtfully as you got into it. Exhale, rolling down and back. Exhale, rolling down and back. Step into your body. Inhale, shoulders up and forward. Time, so you're feeling kind of down through that when you're ready. Know it's time. Line your left thumb with your left big toe. Your right thumb with your right big toe. Lifting that hip behind you. Pressing your upward lift. And when you're ready, lift your right pinky toe back to your heel, making a nice triangle on the hand. Inhale, fill your love, light. And as you exhale, tinge forward from your hip. Extend your left leg, which in your coming back out as carefully and as slow back. Exhale. Get your leg up. Extend in dancer pose. And when you're ready, gaze all the way down, bottom comes all the way down to your feet, and roll yourself out from underneath you so you feel secure. Straps, shoulders, oh, stretch. And reach those hands right over so your toe and wrist crease. Stretch. Melt into the forward fold. Next inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine and gaze. Exhale, fold. Round your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Back to long sit position. Better, you support it where it's at. Turn your heart go. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, maybe bend your knee. Hinge forward. That has as we want to maybe an opening by that left thigh. Lift from your spine all the way back up to that long thigh. So the right sole of your foot meets the inside of your left knee. Realizing you may have slightly different flexibility on one side than another. So maybe your maybe shake your head no. One more for feet. Feel those sit bones underneath. Bend your elbows to your side. You can fit around so that and then around. That's
into a nice hip opener. Hips high, pressing back. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, your right wrist, your right heel to your left hip. We're moving into vision. You don't need that, and you want to go a little bit deeper. Arms, yes, here. Out towards the earth. Massage your forehead on the ground, gently side to side. As you inhale, send all the oxygen and air and energy straight into that right hip. And as you exhale, let go of that tightness that no longer serves you. Inhale the light. Exhale. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, gently lift your gaze. Walk your gaze. Walk your hands back up. Maybe press down through the center. Bend your left right on the ground. The right arm maybe lifts coming up towards your ear. And when you're ready, unwind. Press it up and back into a 3-legged dog. Maybe exhale, left knee. Extend your leg. Or if that left hip is not to keep its level, and if you desire for a deep 8. When you're down dog, go ahead, drop your heels. Place your hands back of the arm and tightening your shoulders. Massage your forehead side to side on the right. Sit onto your left. Sit your weight to your right hip. Feel a stretch through your entire right body. Stretch through your entire right body. Inhale brings you up, rounding forward, dropping those hips down, come in forward facing dog version. Although if you have another version you love and you want to do it, feel free. Roll down onto your back, bend your knees. Take your next breath and just choose to be better, a better version of yourself. Slightly more love, slightly more light of yourself. Slightly more love, slightly more light, slightly less judgment, slightly more listening, slight talking. When you're ready, bend your knees back towards your chest, putting one foot back down onto the mat at the time, carefully lifting up your hips, removing the block or the cushion, moving into our final resting pose, Shavasana, laying down on your mat. Legs are wide, so heels right to the side. Let them fall open to the side. Palms facing upward, probably off of your mat, taking up space.
Inhale, fill your body with energy and oxygen. Exhale out of your mouth. And I would like you to stay in this Shavasana just for the next few moments. I'm moving back to a seated meditation. You may join me there, but also please feel free to stay just where you are in your Shavasana, eyes closed. Scan your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, relaxing your eyes, your jaw, your tongue, your shoulders, your hips, your fingers and toes. Just stay here for the next few breaths. I'll guide you backwards. Keeping your eyes closed. Make your next inhale slightly deeper, slightly longer. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, gently place your hands under your thighs, pulling your legs in, rolling onto your side, resting here just for a moment. Feeling a sense of peace and calm. And coming to the realization that you brought this moment of peace all to yourself, and it is always available to you. When you're ready, gently coming up to a comfortable seat, making your head rise, relax. When you get to your seat, comfortably position yourself on a cushion or a block. Eyes closed, spine long, palms up. We have the opportunity right here, right now on this next breath. Inhale, filling ourselves with the love and the light that surrounds us. And as we exhale, making an effort to provide that love and light to others around us. One more inhale, reaching up, tilt your chin to the sun, lift your gaze over the eyes. Exhale, hands, heart, center. It's time to go be the light. It's been my honor to share this practice with you. My first practice of the new year. I'm so glad it was with you. We have much to be hopeful and grateful for. I really believe. At the end of the practice, please know that the light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes that light and love inside of you. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of